Welcome to Trade Interviewer EA for MetaTrader 5. This EA is created in a way to help you with discipline. Because most risk management tools are made in a way where you can click, buy and sell, and that many times ends up in trades that you don't want to take. You are trigger happy. That's why I made this risk management tool a little different. It's an interviewer. It asks you what trade you want to place and so on. Then you have an option to save a standard trade. So if you set, for example, 1% risk, 1 to 2 risk reward ratio, etc., you can save it so you can easily use it a little bit faster, but you still need to go through a process for every trade. Because many times, and I talk from my own experience, when we think we have a trade, we click buy sell, and then we realize, oh, it was probably not by my plan, by my rules. Anyway, leave it there. And they normally don't go that well. This tool helps you to think a second time, a second opinion before you actually execute it. There are many of these tools out there. I have some very advanced of them, and I found them too much options, too much ideas on what you can do with the trade. So I created one that can do the simplest task, but still have all the features that you normally want to have when you are trading. So this Trader Interview EA for MetaTrader 5 is a guided intelligent order placement and trade management tool. It gives us a step-by-step interview, prevents impulsive trading. You can place market orders, instant buy and sell, pending orders, buy stop, buy limit, sell stop, sell limit. We have built-in tips explaining the difference between each order type. We have pending expiry, good till cancelled, GTC or end of day. So let me show you how it works. When you load it, you can place it either here or in the right corner. You click on the EA up here, and if it's a false, it will sit here. If you set it to true, it will jump to the other side. As you can see, you can also set X offset and E offset, simply because if you do it like this, sometimes, depending on font size, screen size, and so on, it may overlap your EA symbols or overlap something here that you want to see, and then you can move it manually by editing these two down here. I will keep it here to the left for now. So see it like this. You see what asset you are currently trading. You can minimize it here when you don't use it. So it pops up like this, takes no space, and you can expand it. And you see in which step you are during the process. You have something called monitor. Here you will see your open trades while you're trading, profit, loss, and so on. And you also will have some other features popping in here when you have an active trade that we will take a look at in a short while here. So this is called the monitor. So when we close the monitor, we come back to here. So do you want to place a market order? Market fills now, or a pending order? Pending fills at your price, meaning, for example, that if you go to this one, I don't have the shift on now, but let's say we were entering at this current price here, we will select a market order. What I have done is to make sure that even if you select market order, you can change your entry price a little bit. So even if you start a market order, you can change it to actually a pending order. But the idea is that if you click market, this next step number 2, it asks you for direction. Which direction are you trading? Are you buying or are you selling? Also called long or short position. You can always go back if you want to change something in the previous step. So we select buy because we want to buy this market. Click next. Place your entry line. Drag the blue line in line to your desired entry price. And you see the blue line here on chart. So you can mode this one as you like. It doesn't have to be the actual market price. It can be like a limit order, or a stop order, or a limit order, right? But in most cases, you will probably just keep that market order because that's what you selected right now. And you see your entry price here as market order. So that's simple. You can mow it, but you can also keep it as this. Set entry and continue. Next step, place your stop loss. Drag the red line to your stop loss level. So here you can set, oops, not the blue one, the red one. But you see you can mow both of them still, even though you select the market order, you can still mow them. So let's say we put the stop loss there. Quite some distance, but we keep it there. So it's very easy to tell the EA where you want to enter and where you want to have your stop loss, right? And if you point at it, you will see what level it is as well. Like this. And it gives you some information here. Place it beyond the swing high-low, not too tight or at round numbers, because we know they are very common. Let the market wick before it goes away, right? Set stop loss and continue. So when we are done with stop loss here, entry here, we click next. When you come here, select take profit. You see this green line popping in. Now you can select if you want to have a 1-1 order, 1-2 order, 1-3 order, or custom. And then you can drag your green line to where you want to have you take profit. You see how it changes the RR here depending on where you set it. But let's say now we just want to have a 1-1. So then it calculates that for you, so you don't have to think much about that, right? Set take profit and continue. We have done that. Now we come here. Now it's a risk management. How would you like to define your risk? Do you want to use the percentage of your account? And if you do that, do you want to use your balance that you have in your account? Or if you have open trades called equity, then you can use percentage of your open. If you're in profit or in loss and so on, it can set a percent of your current state of your actual real balance, right? You see it here, and if you had open trades and it was higher than this one, it will show here, of course. But if you instead want to have a fixed dollar amount, you can set that like this, right? Same thing here, equity balance, and yeah, that's what you can do there. And you click next. You can take this one. We can take balance. Next, and then you can input how much do you want to risk, right? 50, 100, 150, 500, 1K. Or you can set your own custom value. What is max amount of money you are willing to lose in a trade? So let's say 250, like this. And then it says, okay, you can trade 0.30 lots. 500, 60, and the lower risk, the lower the lots that will be calculated for you. So you don't have to calculate that on your own, right? And if this is a trade that you do normally, you have a standard 1-1 with this risk and etc., then you can save it here. Remember these settings like this. So next time when you start a trade, you can just click next, because everything will be pre-filled for you, because it saves it in a CSV file. This EA also save every trade that you take that you can find in a journal. You find it in MT5 and the common folder on your MetaTrader station. So you can see all trades you have done, exactly what you set as risk, lot size and everything, what time it was, day, etc. So you have a log, a journal that you can export into your journaling system later, and an easy way for you to manage this. Right? I'm not going to remember this one for now, but I could if I want to. And then when I have done all these steps, you see we are now on one step left only. So we go to the last step, review order. So now it shows you're going to enter this price. Maybe the market has moved, right? So, but it will enter on the current price if it's a market order, and it will recalculate them a little bit. Stop loss, take profit, what risk you have, what lot size it will place, $100 risk from your balance, and there is your potential profit with the current green line here. So if we are happy with this one, we can click place order. This. And if it happens that you see nothing happens, then it can be two things. It can be either in the EA, if you go to common, this one, allow algo trading, is not checked. Or it can be up in MetaTrader 5, you have a button for algo trading that must be green. If that is off, that means no EA is allowed to be running, so you must activate it. That's the only reason why it would not place an order. Right? Okay, so now I have showed the toolbar here and the toolbox down here. You see this is the trade that we open right now with this EA, right? And this is the button that needs to be green. If you click on that one, it becomes red. You can click on it after an order placed because we have all metrics here already. But if you want to use this tool, this one must be green, right? Or it can be that you have not checked the button inside of the EA. It's checked by default, but if you do like this and try to place an order, it will be rejected. And you can always go down to the journal here and you can see why the order was rejected. And it will say that you don't allow algo trading, right? This. So we do all the job for you. It calculates risk, lot size, everything. These tools normally very expensive, or it can be from $50 to $300 out there. This one is free. Simply because I wanted to make a tool for me myself to make trading as simple as possible. I don't need all these extra features and so on. And so then I give it to you. So you have the same simple tool and you become a more disciplined trader, because this interviewer will make sure that you actually are sure when you come to the place order that you really want to place this order, right? So now when we are done, we can click on this one. We come back to the first main screen and we can go to monitor. And now you see the monitor has changed a little bit from when it was before we entered trade. You see your open trade right now, how it's running, what's profit loss it is, and so on, how much you're trading, order number, everything. And here you have 25, 50, 75, and close, right? So basically, if you click on one of these, you will get the question if you want to move your stop loss to break even. Or you can just cut a partial profit with your current stop loss by clicking the button. And close, then you will close the full order. You have this one where you can move all stop loss to break even. That's the other way to do it, is to click this one, then take partial. So it will first move your stop loss to no loss. So in this case, for example, we have an entry price 24.0558. Then stop loss will say the same. Then you can click, I want to take out half for my profit right now, right? And then we'll do that, cut half the position. And if you are in negative, it will tell you that you can do this right now because you are in negative, right? So it will give information. As soon as you do something you can't, it will tell you why you can't do that. It's built in to help you and to learn this tool in the best way, right? And anytime you wanna close this one, you can go here. You can go directly to new trade. There, right? You come back to, you see the indicator here, first page. And remember, when you don't need this one, you can just collapse it like this, and you can expand it when you need it. You can move it to either left or right side. That's how simple tools should be. So below the video, you can read all the features, functions, and you can download the EA. And when you have downloaded it, easiest way is to go to File, Open Data Folder, come here, you go to MQL5, you go to Experts, drop it here. You can also make a folder first and then drop it if you want to, but you can just drop it here. Then when you drop it here, so you see it in this list, close this window, open up the navigator, it's Control M if you don't see it. You should see it down here called TI, Trader Interview. And if you don't see it, just click on anything else and hit refresh like this. If it's still not working, reboot your MetaTrader 5 and it will show up. Or if it doesn't show up, you probably placed it in the wrong folder. That's why you should do it through this File, Open Data Folder, MT5, Experts, instead of trying to find it on your computer, because that many times ends up into the wrong folder. So I hope this indicator or more expert advisor will help you, guide you to become a better trader, better discipline, and take away all the hard work with how much can I trade, what is my risk, and everything like this. It's an automated tool that can bring you easier trading life. Thank you for being here. See you soon again. Bye for now.